most important thing about Rob Kardashian's Instagram account is that it says here, Robert Kardashian does not post to this account. Account is run by Jenner Communications.
Have you ever thought about what happens when fame feels more like a curse than a blessing? For Rob Kardashian, the pressure of living in his family's shadow seems to have taken a serious toll. With rumors of being sacrificed for the brand, his struggles are more complicated than they appear. In the beginning, Rob was right there in the thick of the action. When Keeping Up with the Kardashians first aired in 2007, he appeared alongside his sisters Kim, Khloe, Kourtney, and younger half-sisters Kendall and Kylie. The show, masterminded by his mother Kris Jenner, quickly catapulted the family to fame. Kris took on the role of momager, combining mom and manager, to manage every aspect of her children's careers. While her daughters adapted to this new life in front of the camera and even thrived in it, Rob was noticeably more reserved. Instead of fighting for the spotlight like Kim or launching businesses in fashion and beauty like Kylie and Khloe, Rob held back. He didn't crave the same fame, and over time he started appearing less and less on the show. Why did Rob choose a different path? Part of the answer lies in his personality. While his sisters embraced the opportunities that reality TV offered, Rob wasn't as comfortable sharing his personal life with the world. He was quieter and more private, perhaps even more sensitive than the rest of his family. Fame, which seemed to energize his sisters, often made him feel exposed and uncomfortable. If fame were a suit, it would have been one that never quite fit Rob. While his sisters wore it confidently, he looked for ways to slip out of it, seeking privacy rather than publicity. But in the Kardashian family, stepping away from fame isn't easy. As the show's popularity soared, so did the pressures on each family member. For Kris, Rob's reluctance was likely frustrating. She built a brand on the openness and accessibility of her family, and Rob's choice to avoid the limelight clashed with the goals of the Kardashian empire. Kris was managing her daughters' booming careers. Kim's beauty brand, Kylie's cosmetics line, and Khloe's fitness empire. But Rob, her only son, seemed to be left behind. He tried to pursue a few ventures like his sock line, Arthur George, but nothing took off in the way his sisters' businesses did. As the years went on, the pressures of living in a fishbowl began to take a toll on Rob. Constant media attention and the pressures of his family's fame led to real struggles with mental health. Rob began dealing with anxiety and depression, and his struggles with weight became a recurring issue on the show. For Rob, it was like being trapped in a glass box. He could see the world around him but felt stuck inside, unable to escape the intense scrutiny that came with his last name. His battle with these issues played out on television and in the tabloids, making what would have been a private journey very public. So how did Rob cope? Unlike his sisters, who often used their struggles as part of their brand, Rob found it difficult to share his vulnerabilities. His weight gain, for instance, became fodder for tabloid headlines, which only made things worse. He felt judged not only by strangers but also by the public perception of his own family. This led him to retreat further from the public eye, eventually stepping back almost entirely from Keeping Up with the Kardashians. While the show continued to spotlight his sisters' lives and careers, Rob's absence became a topic of speculation, with fans and critics wondering if he'd been pushed aside by the family's focus on brand image. One popular theory among fans is the idea that Rob was sacrificed to protect the Kardashian brand. Some fans believe that because Rob's struggles didn't align with the family's glamorous image, he was pushed to the sidelines to keep the focus on the sisters' success. This sacrificial lamb theory implies that Rob's absence isn't due to a lack of ambition but rather a strategic decision to preserve the Kardashian brand. While it's just a theory, it resonates with people who see the Kardashians as a well-oiled machine where every family member has a role. And in this machine, Rob's struggles were something that didn't quite fit. Was Rob really sacrificed for the Kardashian brand? That's hard to say. It's likely a mix of personal choice and the natural evolution of the family's dynamics. For Rob, stepping back was a way to protect himself. He chose his mental health and personal privacy over being part of a brand that didn't feel true to him. While this decision may have looked like giving up to some, it was likely Rob's way of coping with a situation that became increasingly challenging. One person who understood Rob's struggles, at least in the early days, was his sister Khloe. Rob and Khloe shared a special bond, especially when they were younger. They were the family's odd ones out, the siblings who didn't fit as easily into the Kardashian mold. For him, having Kris as both a mother and a manager might have felt overwhelming, as if he were always under a spotlight that he hadn't asked for. The rift between Rob and the family became more complicated with his relationship with Blac Chyna, a model and entrepreneur with her own media presence. Rob and Chyna's relationship was chaotic from the start, drawing intense media attention. They had a daughter, Dream, and while their relationship initially brought Rob happiness, it quickly turned sour. The two eventually broke up, leading to a custody battle over their daughter and a very public feud. The Kardashian family reportedly disapproved of the relationship from the beginning, which only added strain to Rob's already complex relationship with his family. Rob's relationship with Chyna and the fallout from their breakup also brought public attention back to him, but not in the way he would have wanted. It highlighted the tension between his desire for privacy and the public's hunger for Kardashian drama. For Rob, this was another reason to pull back from the spotlight, a painful reminder that fame wasn't something he could easily control, and that his private life could become tabloid material overnight. Despite the public's fascination with his life, Rob has always been misunderstood by those who only see his absence as laziness or lack of ambition. But stepping away doesn't mean Rob lacks drive. It shows that his priorities differ from his sisters. While they've made careers out of living in the public eye, Rob has chosen a different route, valuing his well-being over fame. His journey may seem unusual in a family where attention is currency, but it also shows that success doesn't have to look the same for everyone. Rob's story reminds us that fame isn't for everyone, and that stepping back can be a courageous decision, especially in a family where being in the spotlight is the norm. What's next for Rob? It's uncertain whether he'll ever rejoin the public sphere as his sisters have, or if he'll continue to lead a quieter life focused on his health and family. For now, it seems Rob is prioritizing his own happiness and finding balance away from the cameras. Fans wonder if he'll make a comeback on his own terms, perhaps with a business venture or a project that reflects his personal interests. But for Rob, a return to the spotlight might mean more than just keeping up with his famous family. It would have to be a chance to live on his own terms, without the intense pressure of fame and the Kardashian brand. Rob's journey shines a light on the impact fame can have on mental health and family dynamics, especially in families where every moment is exposed for the world to see. For readers interested in learning more, Keeping Up with the Kardashians offers episodes that touch on Rob's struggles and relationships within the family. Publications like People, TMZ, and US Weekly provide insights into the Kardashian family's inner workings, while resources like the National Alliance on Mental Illness offer valuable information on mental health issues, including anxiety and depression. In the end, Rob Kardashian's story is a reminder that even in a family known for its glamour, fame comes with real challenges. What are your thoughts on this? Do let us know your thoughts in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our latest updates.